filtered colors in the sky, electric whispers passing by. Your breath trembles in the dark, like fading embers of a spark. Kick drum steady, deep and low. Hi-hat shimmers soft and slow. Sub-bass warm in every line, holding on to what was mine. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless delayed guitar begins to cry, stretching tones that never die. Snare tail blooming wide and long, carrying this fragile song. If the sky would fall apart, would it land inside my heart? Sidechain breaths that rise and fall like shadows dancing on the wall. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Pads dissolve in silver blue. Every echo leads to you. Aurora fades but leaves the trace of quiet love in open space. fast and thin, drawing fragile worlds within. Trip hop rhythm slow and tight, guiding through the quiet night. Bass beneath like steady ground, holding every trembling sound. Hollow constellations glow in the space we used to know. Every spark begins to slow, still we let the silence flow. Snare tail stretching far and wide, echoes drifting with the tide. Hi-hats whisper faint and clear, marking every hidden fear. If the sky would start to fall, would it matter after all? In the cinematic blue, where every star minds of you. Hollow constellations glow in the space we used to know. Every spark begins to slow, still we let the silence flow. Paths dissolve in quiet streams, folding into broken dreams. Constellations fade from sight, leaving only endless night. Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart, holding broken worlds apart. Snare expanding through the space, leaving trails we can't erase. We're crossing gravity lines, falling without a sound, bound by invisible signs, still somehow unbound. Bases humming warm and wide, guiding where the feelings hide. Hi-hats tight and razor clean, cutting through the in-between. If the weight becomes too strong, would we know where we belong? In the pulse that never ends, where the dark and light transcend. We're crossing gravity lines, falling without a sound, bound by invisible signs, still somehow unbound. Searching, breathing slow and deep, promises we couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. calm. If the noise becomes our guide, would we run or would we hide in the pulse that softly breaks every silence that it makes? We are breathing static light, lost between the dark and bright. Every whisper out of sight, fading gently into Pads exhale and slowly cease, leaving traces of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Filter lights across the sky tonight. A distant path begins to breathe in time. Your shadow moves inside my mind like waves that never leave the shoreline. Delayed guitars fall into space. Every note leaves a silver trace. My pulse aligns with the kick below, a quiet rhythm, steady and slow. We are echoes in slow motion, floating through this deep blue ocean. Every breath becomes Space below me, warm and deep. Secrets that we never keep. On the velvet horizon, we drift, but we don't break. In this quiet collision, we bend, but never shake. breath trembles in the dark like fading embers of a spark. Kick drum steady, deep and low. Hi-hat shimmer, soft and slow. Sub bass warming every line, holding on to what was mine. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless delay guitar begins to cry, stretching tones that never die. Snare tail blooming wide and long, carrying this fragile song. If the sky would fall apart, would it land inside my heart? Sidechain breaths that rise and fall like shadows dancing on the wall. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. In the hush of endless paths dissolve in silver blue. Every echo leads to you. Aurora fades but leaves the trace of quiet love in open space. In the hush of endless night. whisper faint and clear, marking every hidden fear. If the sky would start to fall, would it matter after all? In the cinematic blue, where every star minds of you, hollow constellations glow in the space we used to know. Every spark begins to slow, still we let the silence flow. Paths dissolve in quiet streams, folding into broken dreams. Constellations fade from sight, leaving only endless Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart. We couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. exhale and slowly cease, leaving traces of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Filter lights across the sky tonight. A distant path begins to breathe in.